Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of AniMiss. On today's episode, we are taking a short break from our lovely Yu Yu Hakusho to talk about some current anime that we're watching. I can't believe we had to redo that.
I know. But we're both watching things this season.
We are both watching things this season, which I did not feel like I was watching anything this season. Clearly I'm a put-together human being.
Unlike, fall for me was like 10 shows, and, winter's the same, and I'm like, can we calm down?
Like,
can we stop?
I knew I was watching at least one. And that's about it. And I don't even know what about the show has me coming back all the time. It's definitely not my typical kind of show.
I know. We're talking about Sanrio Boys, right?
Oh, yeah. So, somehow, during this anime season, I was like, I'm gonna check. Like, I've known about Sanrio Boys for a while. Like, it's not, like, when we went to Japan, we even went to the Sanrio store and, like, saw the Sanrio Boys merch and, like, jokingly were like, haha, this is you and this is me, obviously, because that's what we do. I was the obvious choice. I wonder who that was. But it was always just like a show that I knew that I jokingly wanted to get into, and then it happened.
Well, because it's like, I'm not gonna fall for an advertisement.
Right?
Fell for it.
And, like, the thing is that, like, it's just so heartwarming. So, for those of you who don't know what the show is about, Sanrio Boys is about a group of boys in high school that really like Sanrio merch. And each of them likes a different character.
Right.
And explaining that to you now, I'm going, what the hell, man? What are you watching? But then you watch the first episode, and I feel like right after the first episode, it has you hooked because it's so emotionally devastating, which is not what I was expecting from a show about Sanrio characters.
Yeah, and it's really genuine. Like,
yes.
Yes, it wants to sell you Sanrio merch, obviously, but it also, hey, like what you like, and don't let other people tell you otherwise.
And I think that's what I like so much about the show is that it focused on these boys that typically in society it would be like frowned upon if they liked this kind of stuff because it was really girly and it was just not for teenage boys. But it's a group of teenage boys that just some of them unashamedly love the characters and others are adjusting to it.
Mm-hmm.
And every week I feel like it's just like a message of like, who cares? Like, just like it, whatever you like, because it makes you happy.
Right. And I kind of relate to this because in high school, I liked anime, but hell no was I telling anybody that I liked anime.
Yeah. Because
there were other people who really liked it and were super open about it, and they were picked on. So I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna keep this under my hat.
Yeah,
now I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
but...
well, I mean, like, I feel now, too, like, anime and comic books and stuff like that are a lot more accepted in society. Like, everyone likes comic books, and everyone, like, to some level has seen Akira, or, like...
Michael B. Jordan likes Naruto, so we're good.
We're good. The show just, like... super surprised me.
Yeah.
So every week I'm just like excited to see what Sanrio has to bring me. And it was nice because each boy kind of had their own reasons for liking the things that they like.
Yeah. It was never like, 'cause it's cute. It's usually connected to something.
Yeah, and like none of their like tragic backstories are the same. So
tragic backstories in Sanrio Boys.
Who'd have thought, huh? So I'm just like, yeah, that's definitely the show that I'm hooked on. The show that I've been watching weekly, which I feel just like, I'm like, out of all the shows that happen, this is the one.
Yeah. So then I'm also watching the other Sanrio anime this season, which, like, it's not advertised this way, but there is a Sanrio character in every episode. It's How to Keep a Mummy.
Which you are loving, right?
It's the cutest thing. So, like, basic premise is that the main kid, Sora, his father is off in Egypt, and he, like, sends weird shit home all the time. And so the one time he sends home this big coffin with a big cross on it, and Sora's like, I don't know what this is, and I really don't want to open it. But he does, and out pops the tiniest, cutest mummy. And the mummy is like, oh, you're my new friend now. And Sora's like, nah, you're going back home. So he starts acting like the family's dog to, like, you have to like me. I'll bark, and I'll let you pet me, and... it's the cutest. And then the other kids get their own, like, animals or pets. Like, there's a dragon, and there's a Baku, and there's an Oni.
Listen, this is not what I was expecting. I thought it would just be the little mummy.
Nope. Everybody gets their own little demon thing.
Everybody gets one.
Oh my gosh. It's so cute. Which are not shows I usually go for. I don't usually go for, this is cute for cute's sake. But... something about that little mummy. Adorable.
Speaking of getting your own demon.
Well, that one's way different.
So one of the other shows that I started watching this season, I guess, but I didn't like. It wasn't like weekly, right? Like I just binge watched it and then felt bad about myself. And it's one of the shows that Noel and I both watch Sanrio Boys. I have not watched the Mummy show, but Noel has not watched Devilman Crybaby.
Which, my reasoning for not watching Devilman Crybaby is that I'm not a fan of Yuasa's animation style.
Which is fair, because it's very different. It's very minimalist.
It's very surreal.
But in typical me fashion, of course I love it. It's just got those themes that I like. It's got those character tropes that I like. Like, Akira is essentially a character, like, written to a T for me. He's literally a devil man who cries all the time. I don't know, it took me by surprise. It took me by surprise how quickly it blew up by everybody. Like, I know that it's, like, it's already been done. So I think, like, that's what was even weirder, that, like, everyone was just, like, so on board with Devilman Crybaby.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's interesting that, I think it finally proves that the Netflix model can work for anime, because for so long, and still, they would hold seasons to the halfway point, and then they would release all of it when it would be, you know, streaming episode to episode in Japan. And, like, either people would lose interest in the property because they weren't willing to wait, or they would pirate it. I'm like, well, that's not great, Netflix. But then with Devilman Crybaby,
I think they
like,
really...
they released it simultaneously.
And they really learned
that,
like, people are willing to watch that stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, that's the thing, is that, like, Devilman was just, like, one day it was here, like, one day it wasn't here, and then the next it was everywhere.
You were crying about a devil and Satan being together.
And the thing is that, like, it's obviously, I feel like it was obviously a story I would fall into, considering how much I love Berserk, and, like, Berserk is very inspired by Devilman Crybaby.
Right.
I personally still like Berserk better, but that's just in terms of it exploring humanity through humans and not, like, these supernatural beings.
Right. And, I mean, Berserk's given way more time to breathe.
Yeah, as well. It's not just, like, a slew of episodes put together, like, it's still ongoing.
Which I think is funny that people are like, oh man, I want season 2 of Devilman Crybaby, but from what I understand of how it ends, I'm like, there's no way. No. Like, why would you want a sequel for that show?
Here's the thing, is that, like, there is a possibility in that he is, like, in the originals, there was a lot more storyline.
Right.
So I think that's what people are missing, or, like, kind of lacking, is that, like, you explore those characters a little bit more.
Right.
But in terms of there being, like, if there was ever a season 2, it's not, like, improbable. I just think it would cheapen the whole thing.
Yeah, I think that's the thing.
Yeah, because, like, he's, like, doomed for eternity to live this over and over and over again, right? So, I mean, like, a season 2 is quite a possibility, in hopes that God is like, please make the right choices this time.
Please, please.
But that never happens.
No.
But yeah, that was another show that I think I really got into, completely different from Sanrio Boys, but that's the usual type of show I go for.
Yeah. So then the complete opposite of that is Pop Team Epic. Which I didn't get into until like a week ago.
I'm sorry.
Like, so there's no way to explain Pop Team Epic.
There really is not.
There aren't really characters per se. It follows these two girls named Papaco and Pipimi, but they're not so much characters as devices to tell jokes and shitty memes, which the anime itself acknowledges that's like, we're pretty shitty, but whatever. And the references are really good, and some of the like the little stories are really funny.
Mary
I can't help it.
I don't know. Mary and I tried, and we just like we just couldn't do it. Like, and like the thing is, like, I like absurd comedy. Like, we know that I like absurd comedy.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I don't know if it was like the mindset we were in or what it was, but it was like we weren't having it.
Yeah, I can fully see why somebody wouldn't like Pop Team Epic, but it had me hooked when they decided, we're gonna make these felt puppets and we're going to have them parody the song Let's Groove Tonight by Earth, Wind & Fire. Which is like, when did Japan get into like 70s disco? But that song gets constantly stuck in my head.
Man. Like, I wish I could, because I know how many... It references everything I love. Like, it's already referenced Berserk. It's already referenced Final Fantasy 15. Like, it's already... Like, it just... Yeah. So, like, I might give it a try in English instead of the Japanese version. Because, like, sometimes what happens is, like, with the absurdist comedy, I end up liking the English version more, which is... weird, because I usually don't like the English version more. I guess I'm not someone who's like subs versus dubs.
Oh god,
because sometimes dubs are really good, and I think Space Dandy is a prime example of that. And the fact that Ian Sinclair is in Pop Team Epic is like just telling me that like I'll probably like it better in English. Like I don't know. I'll have to give it another try, I think.
And then, like, there's other shows that, like, we discussed last time that are still happening.
Yeah, Osomatsu-san, definitely, which I haven't really kept up with, because I I told you guys, I've pretty much all I watch is Sanrio Boys.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. When I think of it, though, I also, like, started anime that's not new to anybody else, but it's new to me. Mm-hmm. Because I started Blood Blockade.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you did.
And I really like Blood Blockade. Like, I feel like I can dive deeper into it. I just haven't really, but, like, I love Zap, so, like, please don't tell me he's, like, gonna be awful.
I really thought there was another character you're gonna go for.
I haven't met the other character yet. I know who you're talking about. And there's a chance, but I mean, like, Zap is, like, pretty my character. Like, I mean, like, he's a jerk who is actually really nice. So
yeah, so that would be.
And, like, Kazuya Nakai is not helping the situation in the least. So.
And do you know who his English voice actor is?
Who?
Ian Sinclair.
Aw, Ian! I love Ian so much. I also really, like, I feel like there's a lot of characters I'll really like, because I really like the boss. Why can't I think of his name? The, like...
Klaus.
Yes, Klaus. The wolf guy.
The wolf guy.
He's a big wolf man. Like, I'm not mad. But just, yeah, so I've really been into Blood Blockade. I'm trying to think of, like, other anime that I've kind of started. I think Blood Blockade was the big one.
Yeah. We both watched Land of the Lustrous last season.
Yes, which is a favorite.
Oh,
like,
man.
I need more immediately, so it's, like, stressing me out.
I'm just glad that we finally got a 3D anime that looks real
beautiful.
good.
So beautiful. Gosh. I mean, like, the last time I dealt with 3D anime was Berserk, which makes me want to, like, fling myself out a window. Why? That was not...
Berserk.
Berserk.
I'm so sorry.
Here's the thing, though. The movies did a fantastic job at masking the 3D animation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was, like, beautiful 2D, and then every once in a while they would use 3D in really appropriate places, and it looked beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't go with that formula for the show.
From what I know of the Berserk, like, production, is that it got passed around a lot.
Yeah.
And then the director didn't really know what he was doing.
And, like...
So...
I don't know, like, I feel like if you think about people that want to get into Berserk, it's, like, almost impossible. Because it's like, do I watch the old, like, 80s version? Do I watch the 90s version? Do I watch the new show? Like, there's just so many things going on.
Yeah.
You don't, like, the new show is, like, a continuation of the movies. You kind of need to watch those in order to get into the series.
Yep. Oh, man, I could not imagine going from those movies...
To that?
To that.
Like, the movies are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Guts' face is the only saving grace of... I have a problem.
So the other two shows that I'm watching this season are Darling in the Franxx and CardCaptor Sakura Clear Card. Which couldn't be more different from each other, because Darling in the Franxx is essentially a big old metaphor for puberty, like most mech anime, but they're really blatant about it.
Oh, okay.
The way to pilot one of the Franxx, you need a female pilot and a male pilot, and the female's kind of, like, hunched over, controlling it, and then the male is, like, directly behind her, and, like, has grip handles on her hips.
Well, then. I don't know what you're into, Noel, but...
But, I mean, it's a Studio Trigger show, so it's most of the same guys who did Gurren Lagann and Evangelion, which... You can really tell that they worked on Evangelion because they use a lot of the same cues and some direct imagery and some sounds. I'm like, okay, we get it. You guys worked on Evangelion too. Okay.
We get it, my dudes.
We get it, my dudes. And then CardCaptor Sakura Clear Card is the most nostalgic thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people are really digging CardCaptors.
Yeah. I mean, they got all the same voice actors. Oh,
that's fun.
They re-recorded the original music, which, like, holy shit. And it's basically the same as what happened before. Like, oh, Sakura's cards went all clear, and so now she has to go capture a new set of cards. But then there's something else that's happening that it seems like everybody but Sakura knows what's going on.
Okay.
And so there's, like, a mystery. I'm like, alright. What are you doing here, Clamp? Come on.
But at least it keeps you interested to know what that mystery is.
Yeah, because if it was just her recapturing cards again, I don't think I would care. Yeah. Like, I like Sakura, but I'm not gonna sit through this for a third time, because this is her third set of cards.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm wondering, like, what's coming up in anime that you're excited about?
So Kunihiko Ikuhara, who directed Utena More, Penguin Drum, and Yurikuma, announced and dropped 3 trailers for his new thing in 2019, which is Sanzanmai, which, from the look of the trailers and from, like, some analysis by some Twitters I'm following, which they tend to be pretty accurate, it looks like it's going to be about being trans, or polyamory, or, like, just something akin to that stuff.
Yeah, which he dives into in a lot of his shows, right?
Yeah, that's his thing. So I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, I think both of us can say that we're pretty excited about the free stuff finally being released here. So those are coming up quite soon. I know some people were lucky enough to have Take Your Mark play in theaters near them.
Yeah, we're not that lucky.
No. I don't even think it played in my country at all.
No, sorry, Canada.
But I'm really excited for that. And then this season has the new season of Boku no Hero coming out.
Yeah.
And I really...
And Attack on Titan, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm long gone on Attack on Titan. But I very much am excited for that because I really like the training camp arc. because I really like Dabby.
Yeah, you know what's essentially happening. I'm like, I don't know, but I'm excited.
I hate Boku no Hero for the fact that it makes me care about the villains. Like, I never like villain characters, and Boku no Hero is just like, here on a silver platter is all these villains that you'll like, and I'm like, thank you.
I mean, there's only one character in that show to dislike.
Yeah, Hinata.
Fuck that little dude.
For real though, like I like all of the villains because I think they're compelling. Like even What's-His-Face. I think What's-His-Face plays him brilliantly. I love all these What's-His-Face.
I love What's-His-Face and how What's-His-Face plays What's-His-Face.
Plays him. Suki. I always forget Suki's voice actor's name.
Uchi.
Yes, plays hand guy.
Yeah.
Who I always forget his name.
I don't remember his name either.
He's, like, the least of my favorite villains, because, like, you guys haven't met Overhaul yet, but I really like Overhaul, and then I realize he's garbage. Yeah. Well, and I really like Dabby.
Yeah, even villains like Stain are really compelling. Yeah. You don't agree with him, but you can see his point and how he came to that conclusion.
Oh, yeah, because, like, there's heroes that I dislike more than... I genuinely just, like, don't like some of the heroes because they're all about this idea of what a hero is instead of actually being a hero.
And some of them are like, I'm just here to get paid.
Yeah, and, like, for the most part, the heroes that we do meet are good people. Like, I mean, All Might is amazing. And... a lot of you haven't met Fat Gum yet, but Fat Gum is also...
What an interesting name.
Oh, Fat Gum's so good. I feel like you'll love Fat Gum.
I'll take your word on it. We'll get there.
He's a good person. He's like Kirishima's mentor later.
Oh, jeez. Yep, okay. You got me.
I don't know how to explain him. His ability is wonderful. And then, like, also, Eraserhead is just, like, a dream.
Ugh.
I love Eraserhead. Boku no Hero. So, yeah, the new season of that is going to be coming out soon as well.
Oh, man, we have a lot to look forward to.
We do, which is, like, I better get my butt in gear.
Is One Punch Man Season 2 coming out this year?
I have no idea.
Well, if it is, I'm excited for that.
I feel like I saw something, but I don't know.
We're just full of facts here. Like, maybe?
Maybe? You heard it here first, guys. Maybe.
Maybe. And What's-His-Face.
And What's-His-Face is playing What's-His-Face.
Oh, man! I never would have guessed!
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'd like to see more of that. I genuinely don't know what's coming out this year. All I know is that One Piece is running for the rest of my life. And,
that freeze gonna ruin us in the summer.
Yeah. And then there is a bunch of, like, reimaginings of shows happening. Like, Devilman Crybaby. And I feel like they're just like, remember how you felt when you were young?
Yeah.
Here, have it again.
Cry more. I'm like, oh, okay.
Because, I mean, we've seen a lot of that recently.
Yeah.
We've seen it with, like, Sailor Moon Crystal and them making a new season of CardCaptor Sakura.
That terrible Full Metal Alchemist movie.
Them bringing back Yu Yu Hakusho. I mean, like, even in terms of, like, Western stuff, they're like, remember that 80s show no one watched? And we're like, what? And they're like, have some flying lions. And you're like, okay. Thank you. Thank you for this. I'm excited to see, like, those.
Yeah. I'm also really excited for things I don't know about and have no connections to things I've ever seen before. Like, those tend to be my favorite. I didn't know anything about Land of the Lustrous. I didn't hear anything about it, but then I sat down and watched it, and I was like,
yeah, mind-blowing.
Gosh.
I love that. I also want that, or just, like, original kind of stories, and, like, just, like, discovering new stories.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's always what I'm looking for. I just don't need, like, Husbando number 387, because it's bad. It's bad. I mean, like, I obviously... I try to, like, did you see what I tried to do there? I try to, like, put you in there with me.
No.
I was like, no.
No, I have, like, 2, maybe?
But I have, like, a top 5 that I talk about a lot. And, yeah, there's some unsung heroes in that top 5 list, but... Okay, it's more like a top 10 list.
I was gonna say, can you limit it to 5? I don't think you can.
I talk about 3 mainly, though.
But given the chance about the other ones...
Without a doubt. Give me a platform and I will let you know about what good men they are. Yeah, so I don't need any more of those in my life.
Nope.
But, like, they'll happen.
What if by year's end we're suddenly, like, all about idols?
No. I've tried several times. If you guys can recommend an idol show that you think I might enjoy, given the fact that I told you I like violence and shonens.
A violent idol anime.
That's terrifying. I imagine there would be a lot of, like, self-sabotage and, like, idol sabotage, like other idols that are doing better than you. We're gonna write this.
Oh my gosh.
You heard it here first.
Love Die. That's the name of it.
It'll be like not like Assassination Class. It'll be like Battle Royale, but like American Idol.
Oh god.
And like if you get voted out, you get killed.
So my title still stands.
Yes, it does. But you can, I think, obviously if these people are going to die anyway, there's going to be some, like, you can kill other contestants.
You know what? Maybe we shouldn't be allowed to write things.
Maybe we shouldn't be allowed to touch the idol anime.
I'm pretty sure they'd all cry.
They'd be like, where are the pretty boys? I'd be like, he's over there on the floor.
He's bleeding out of his head. Oh
no. Mamo plays all of them.
Oh.
He would, though, because he's good at both those roles, right?
Yeah.
He just played that, like, he's pretty much in every idol anime. Yeah. And then he just was in that kind of battle royale show. What was it called? Death Game? Which I watched the first episode of, and then Tatsun horribly died.
Oh, no!
So I was just, okay.
No.
And that's what happened with Death Parade.
Oh, Death Parade. Oh, no.
Do you want to know why I could not get into Death Parade? The first episode is about, like, a couple, right?
Yeah.
And, like, one of them is cheating on the other, and you assume it's the guy.
Uh-huh.
But it's really the girl.
I don't think... No, neither of them are cheating.
Oh.
She was pregnant and was trying to hide it from him, because she wanted to surprise him.
But they keep on having bad thoughts about each other?
Well, he keeps on thinking that she's cheating, and so he gets pissed, and then drives the car off the road.
And then horribly dies, like, is, like, tortured?
No.
In that episode, yes.
Oh, yeah, they play darts.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, Kazuya Nakai plays him. So much to my dismay.
He dated.
Yeah. And I was just like, I can't sit through the show while my favorite voice actors just, like, sob for 30 minutes.
That's
can't be done.
I was gonna say, that's half of Mama's roles, though.
I know, but, like, Mamo's great in that.
True.
Like, Mamo's not in Death Parade, but should he have played every character that came into that room? I might watch it. Like, I started watching Godzilla. There isn't it. But I didn't finish it, so I didn't want to, like, really talk about it.
Right.
But the first 2 episodes is where I got. And I really like them. And of course, 5 minutes in, Mamo's giving his best performance. So, you know.
You have a problem.
I'm very... I do. We're not gonna pretend that I don't. I know who I am and what I'm about. I'm about Mamo's incredible ability to be the angstiest person in the world and big beef.
Rough and dumb.
My poor character. Also, if we share the same favorite character, beware. Watch out.
No.
They'll probably die.
They will die.
Or they'll graduate, which is worse.
Oh, no.
Not prepared.
So what's everybody else watching that we don't watch?
Suggest some animes to us, because clearly I've been not
suggest
good
animes to Grayson. I think I have enough.
Yeah, maybe save Noel. Tell her one of the animes she's watching is bad.
Is bad. And be like, okay.
And something happens and, like, just devastate her from watching it.
Yeah, that's what I need in my life.
And then give me suggestions. You guys know what I like. Yeah. I like strong male characters, violence, violent things happening to strong male characters.
And, yeah, if something happens to her favorite character that is bad, that's good, too.
Yeah, you know. If they should be cursed for life and tragedy befalls them every step of their way, hit me up.
Grayson, I think we need to have an intervention.
I think so. I need happiness in my life. Like, Sanrio may be my step towards that, though.
Yeah, go watch a mummy. Go watch How to Keep a Mummy. That'll make you smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have Seshiro in it, though.
No. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It just has little mummies.
It does. But it is good.
I definitely need to pick something up. I've been watching a lot of, like, for the lack of... I guess I could watch anime in English, but I tend not to.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching a lot of Western shows because I've been sewing like a mad person.
Yeah.
And so... Yeah, I have like 20 minutes left of the last season of Jessica Jones, which was incredible. And I've been watching some movies too, because now that I work where I work, I'm just like, I'm gonna take all of these home, which is dangerous.
Grayson, we don't got time for these Western things.
I know.
This is AniMiss. What is wrong with you?
Don't talk about that Western garbage over here. I feel like I've brought up several Western garbage shows that I've watched in the last little while. Jessica Jones, Voltron.
No, don't speak about Voltron.
Dangerous territory.
It is.
I'm a good bean in this fandom.
You are a good bean.
Okay? We're gonna take a minute and we're just gonna say, stop what you're doing.
Just stop. Don't
Leave
do that.
the creators and actors alone. What's wrong with you? Get a life!
Whoa! That turned from innocent plea to like, fuck off!
Well, for real. Not that serious, my dudes. There's just junk going into other people's junk. Calm down.
And even that's not really happening. So
Exactly.
It's okay. It's fine. You're good.
Enjoy the show that you get.
On that note, follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, hi.
We're at
Great
AniMiss podcast on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want more of us ranting about good dead boys and stop being nasty, you perverts. Yeah, we do that.
We do that. You guys should also let us know about the anime that you have been watching and kind of suggest some anime you'd like us to watch / talk about. We'll be back on our Yu Yu Hakusho kick at some point.
Eventually. Yeah.
Eventually.
Gotta start that Dark Saga. Tournament Saga. Dark Tournament?
I'm
Tournament.
excited. I'm excited.
I'm intrigued.
I can't wait for more backstory of some of our best boys. Listen, all of them are best boys.
Some more so than others.
I don't even know who at this point, though.
I need Kuwabara to get better.
I need Kuwabara to get back to what he used to be and stop being what he is turning into.
Oh, boy.
On that note, I also have realized that I really love Yusuke, but I think Kurama might be the biggest problem.
Upset of the year.
Upset of the year. All right, guys. We'll be back with more Yu Yu Hakusho next time.
Yep.
See you later.